No nonsense, no extended intro. Travis Scott, Utopia, full album, track 1, Hyena. Let's go. Is this Kanye? That's not Travis. I don't think that's Kanye. For a second, it sounded weird. Okay. Little like boom bap. It's darker. It's darker than Astro World.
Yeah.
Okay, this shit is out of control. I'm driving through hell and I done brought snow. Write a show by myself like I'm with slamming water while we gotta fill the stands up. With slaps in the anthems.
The beat is beaten. It's doing its job.
Feels like an intro track, honestly.
Yeah. See that? Ow! Sounds like Kanye.
Yeah.
It sounds like the album cover. It sounds like real grimy, real dark.
Yeah, it does.
Something's gonna happen. Ooh. Okay, the biggest thing is it sounds exactly like its album cover. When this got released last night, the cover at least, I was like, okay, it looks darker, it looks grimy, and it looks like there's like, I don't know how you'd explain it, like there's a lot of space to the instrumentals almost. That's what the album cover gives off. It's definitely an intro track. It was mostly, normally on intro tracks, Travis just like does his own thing. Doesn't really have features like that. It was a pretty solid intro. I feel like it's something like, it's kind of like Stargazing where on that song makes so much sense once you listen to the full album because it feels like such like an intro into the park, into Astro World. Is this an intro into Utopia? Because this Utopia feels more like a dystopia. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe the project will start darker and kind of lead you towards the Utopia. Maybe it's a journey. You start in darkness before you make it to the Utopia. Otherwise, why would there be a Utopia if there's no darkness?
One thing I'll say about this album now that we have a second is that I feel like no one was ready for it to drop this week. There's teasing on it, and Astroworld took so long to actually like roll out that I felt like it was going to be like another month. It was going to be something that would come out late August. It felt like an album that wasn't like completed yet. But it's here, and I feel like everyone is kind of in shock. I wasn't ready for it to even be out. What I would say is that this album like has a lot to do, because if it really wants to bring Travis back to the level that he was in like 2018, 2019, it's got to have some bangers on it. It's got to have something crazy.
I want us to guess some features on this thing.
Oh yes, because we all have hidden features on this.
Should we guess? Let's both just guess 3.
I think we're definitely going to see newer artists that haven't really been on a Travis album before, because he always likes to put out new people. And I would say, even though he's not like new, I think maybe we might get a Denzel on here. I feel like Denzel could have worked on that last song. It sounded like something that he could have been on. I feel like we need to have, there has to be some kind of female artist. I don't know who would fit right. That'll be my dream pick. Put Lorde on here. That'll be really funny. And then I would say, I mean, there's so many like easy ones that we can throw on there, but I think Carti wasn't on his last one. I think Carti is going to be on this album.
I'm thinking SZA's going to be on this since Travis was on SOS. I feel like we're going to get a fucking Kanye feature. And my last guess for real features is I think we may see a Pop Smoke feature. From before, they might have recorded it before he passed away.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah, I think we might get an artist who's not here anymore. We might have something going on with that.
And then dream features, I agree with you. Denzel Curry would be awesome. And some random fuck like Ghost Main or something.
You got your high beams on, by the way.
Oh, thanks.
Next track.
Thank God.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, boy. Oh, I like this.
Yeah, I like that.
Floating in my prime time.
I can't tell who that is. Oh, it's gonna drop in a second. We still on that dark shit. Woo! Got a little orchestra in there. Got some violas.
Still no pressure.
Woo! There we go.
That's the medicine killing the aid. Might gotta talk to a priest. The way we evolved and knock down walls. Priest. Quarterback calls. I don't like 12 except Tom Brady.
Hey.
Let's go! Storms are minor, but you know she living major.
His fucking daughter. He said Storm, and Stormy's her daughter, or his daughter. God damn. Boom, boom. Just hit the button. I think I like that one a little more. We barely, like, the beat drop was only at the like last end, and I think that was still good. It still feels like we're like getting into this album. It feels a lot like, it reminds me of Carousel, because if you remember Carousel and Astroworld, it's right before Sicko Mode, and Sicko Mode's like the first crazy ride on that album. This is still like, shit's about to go down, and you can feel it. You can feel the cracks breaking there.
I wonder if there was a feature on there in the beginning of that track. It sounded like there was someone else singing.
I think there's definitely a feature there, and I mean the violins could have been a feature themselves. It could have been some kind of band in the background there.
Yeah.
I know on Astroworld, like Stevie Wonder did like some harmonica on one part.
On Stop Trying to Be God, right?
Yeah. So there's a lot of like hidden features like that. This album so far is reminding me of Donda. If you remember Donda, how like dark that sounded, and it probably was inspired by that.
Not many artists make albums that have a cover that dark without the album's material being dark. I feel like that's rare. Like, think about Taboo and Donda are both very, very dark albums. There's some light moments on those albums.
Oh yeah.
Far and few between, though. I usually think that the second track on most albums is the best song on the album, and I hope that that's not the case for this one. Modern Jam?
Let's go. Oh my god! The car is shaking!
The variety in these beats so far is insane.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Hey!
I like you better in the stands.
Hey!
I like a bi girl on a bicycle. Then I bought a car, I make it jump, I make it hard to breathe. It's like.
See, that sounds exactly like Ye. That might be Kanye.
Baby, don't you know I got to go? Got the glow and it got the show. Yeah, niggas say you crazy. I got the formula.
Ooh, what are those things in the background?
I got the keys, even in the winter, it's a summer jam.
This album is gonna sound like a summer album forever. It sounds like motherfucking David Byrne a little. Oh, this beat is hitting! What the fuck is that? We've probably heard like 8 people that we haven't known.
Look at the waveform.
Just loud.
It's just peak the whole time.
That shit was good. That was fun. It was a modern jam, you know? It sounds like if that song really blew up, a lot of other songs would sound like it.
Yeah. Very interesting that the percussion had almost no variation to it. At least the kick noticeably had like almost no variation to it. Mm-hmm. But I don't even know if it needed to. It was just one of those steady rhythms that consistency was almost the key element of the song, in my opinion.
There's definitely a couple people on there that we weren't able to pick up on.
Do you want to look?
I think it was Ye. Does it say?
TEASO Touchdown.
I think I've heard that name before. The next track. You ready to go to the next one?
My Eyes.
My Eyes. Just like... Sounds nice. Sounds like Terraria.
I was going to say it's Terraria or Minecraft, yeah.
Oh, it sounds so pleasant.
It literally sounds like Minecraft, that kick even.
A little come down from the last track. It sounds good.
I'm storming up no race.
Sounds like that was some Brockhampton shit right there. What does it mean? What does it mean? So this is the little chorus. This is
Cudi?
No. He was the guy on Donda.
Really?
He did No Child Left Behind, I think. Oh no. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. This is a cool track.
A little bit of a driving at night type beat. Oh, this shit's gonna sound good live. I know that. This man's flowing. Whew. That was a fucking 1 second feature from either
Bon Iver and Samfra.
Vori. No, that was not Vori. That sounded like Vori for a second. That one was cool. That one took its time. That one was definitely a vibe. A bit of a vibe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That man started flowing at the end. He's still like, it seemed like at the end he's just talking about, I'm still raging, still gotta do my shit, still gotta make this music that lives on beyond me.
I think the second half was better than the first. I'll say that.
I still like the little Terraria type beat. Next track though, track 5.
God's Country.
Okay. What country do you think he's talking about?
Los Estados Unidos.
Ah, yes. What is that?
America.
America. They'll catch you slipping now.
Oh, God.
Sounds like a fucking Ice Peak feature.
Oh, God. What the fuck is the sample? Garbage Pail Kids? Ooh.
Waking up, I see the light.
Starting to sound like Dementia album.
Been
Okay, now I like the Garbage Pail Kids.
The car black and you know it got a sky limit. Yeah. Oh.
What's that face?
I don't know.
That was quick, right? That was only like
2 minutes.
2 minutes. That definitely felt a little more like a filler type track.
It felt like filler.
The best part I think is when he fucked up the vocals because he started going, and it's alright. And they were going like a little. I just wish the song got a little like scarier with it, like it did more fucked up shit.
I feel like they could have switched the beat up on that one, using that sample in a very weird way. That could have been really fun.
Yeah.
I do agree with you. It felt like filler. I don't think I like the track as much as I liked the other ones.
Mm-hmm. Well, what's up with track 6?
Sirens. This is probably gonna be featuring Jid and Denzel.
Yeah, Billie Eilish. She's on that song, you know.
What?
Sirens, yeah. She's in the background of the chorus.
Really?
Yeah.
On Taboo?
Mm-hmm. If you listen back after this, we'll
What?
listen. Yes, it's Billie Eilish before she blew up because she would Denzel would open for her at the shows before she was like bigger.
That's insane. Well, all right. Cool fact for you guys. I already like this. You know.
I was too damn determined.
Oh boy.
Y'all gave me needed refurbished. I was the top of no service. Got a couple departments. Closet built like a department. Yeah, it's wide and beaten. Vow this evening.
Oh god.
From 2 a.m. to
That was
2
fun.
a.m.
Yeah.
It's such a
God's
whole
table
lot
from?
of
I don't know.
That's
Try a
familiar.
YouTube video. I know it does sound familiar. Ooh. Gerudo Valley. It's gonna explode! It's gonna explode!
I should hurt my head. This on the classic Travis right here. This.
Yeah, this does. What? Thought that was an
I thought
ad.
we were going to Utopia. This is just your hotel room.
Yeah.
Ah, I gotta say something about that.
Okay, what do you gotta say?
Ending that song is a classic example of perspective. I don't know. This looks perfect to me. Like, life is about perspective, man. You could think this pile of shit is a pile of shit, but this pile of shit could be something special. You could throw it at someone, it could be fun.
Felt like that track out, like I wasn't sure where I was gonna go next.
Yeah.
It was always like bouncing around. The Oh God was funny. It sounded like some like weird YouTube video that we know.
Oh God. Oh my God, I just spoiled the next song.
Well, I'm not gonna know.
You didn't know?
No, I don't want to know.
Okay, good. You're gonna leave. You're gonna freak out.
Okay, we just gotta go into it then. I
Yeah.
don't want to wait.
All right, sorry.
What's it called?
It's called Meltdown.
Oh God, is it gonna be Ed Sheeran? I hope so.
Yeah,
Oh, it's Drake.
tensions is definitely rising.
Okay, so it tells you right at the beginning.
Aubrey,
Teed up right now.
teed up.
It's me, Drake.
T-time, T-time. T-time like I got a cup of this shit. T-time like golf at 5:45. You talk to the cops on some therapist shit. You act like you love this American shit. Get it a 6.
Hey.
Scared of the 6.
Love with
Yes.
Scared she asking for bread for her parents and shit. I told her I don't got no cash and she
He doesn't
said she
sound like this
gon'
too
wait on
often. This
back on
does
some
sound a little new for
shit.
Drake.
Yeah.
I don't know new, but like different.
I melt down the chains that I bought from your boss. Give a fuck about all of that heritage shit.
He's
Shit.
being mean.
Come to the room with the wasses and Paris and shit.
Oh God.
You fucking crazy.
Keep this shit open like 7-Eleven. We at the house like I said, cause Papa and Sid. She ushered my way, then she started confessing. Chocolate AP and chocolate the V's. Got the Willy Wonka factory.
It's the mosh pit song where it's just noise. Woo!
I fuck a nigga bitch, but she can't have a baby.
Huh?
I shoot your ass, club ain't been the same since we lost Mercedes. Man, it kick ain't been the
Mercedes?
same.
Who's Mercedes?
That's the first straight evidence we got.
We outside rolling all
It's
around
lit,
like
yeah?
they whipping
I don't think so.
gravy. Making circus outside like it's Barney's baby. We
There we go.
Is you fucking crazy? Huh? Is you fucking crazy? Huh? Is you
Got a little guitar on this album every once in a while.
Yeah. Post Malone type ass guitar.
That's
Love
what
the
the comment
comment.
said.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one definitely. I mean, you had your little Drake feature in there. He did his thing. It sounded fine for a Drake feature. It didn't sound like I think it sounded pretty good, honestly. He did like a almost half whisper, like it started as a
Yeah.
whisper, but then he started to just like talk a little louder with it. I think that worked. It definitely just like a concert type of track, just going crazy with it. He had a couple lines in there. I don't know who Mercedes is that they lost.
I like the variety in his verse. I think
Yeah,
it's good.
he did have some variety in his verse. He tried. What do we have next?
Fiend.
Fiend?
Fiend. But it's exclamation mark instead of an I.
What does it mean?
Just come outside for the night.
Oh! Bass is basic! Cardi?
I've been focused on the future, never on right now.
I like the little like bat sound, you know, like that thing right there.
It's a snare in the song is that bat sound.
It's Cardi. Yeah. No one does. Come on! No, that's not Cardi.
Sure?
Look it up right now if you can still play it through the
What
app.
was that feature?
Is this Sheck West? Is this Sheck West doing something?
I know I like that.
He must have done the chorus. Maybe Cardi just did the chorus. Maybe I'm an idiot, but I think Cardi might have just done the chorus then his ad-libs. Did I miss a part? Okay, one thing I'll say, I haven't listened to Sheck West in a long time, so that makes sense why I didn't recognize him at first.
Oh, they're all together on the chorus.
On the chorus, just going like, Fiend.
Cardi does have a verse.
It didn't sound like a whole lot of red. It sounded like his voice was deeper. But maybe I'm confusing him with Mr. West, Mr. Sheck West.
I don't have much to say about that. I think that was probably... I like that one as well. I like the chorus.
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
catchy. It was fun.
You do what you can. You bop around with it. What do we got next?
DELRESTO.
DELRESTO.
Echoes.
Maybe that's what it means, DELRESTO. Maybe it means echoes.
Could.
Echoes of shadows. What does it mean? Oh, sorry.
What does it mean when you get an ad for the military after every single Travis Scott song? This has to have a feature, UTOPIA twins.
Yeah, probably. Ooh! Ooh! I like this already.
It has a Spanish groove to it almost.
That's a sample.
Billions in escrow.
Is that Beyonce?
Trying to see something.
It's Beyonce!
Stay the night. It's the let's go.
Woo! It's groovy! It sounds like something that could be on a Renaissance, except just a little darker.
I drive alone.
I like this beat a lot, but I want them to go off on it.
Driving reckless to a store.
There we go.
It's you a breakfast in the morning, my nights is a normal.
I don't know what they added in the background, but it sounds good now. That's so weird. A Beyonce feature. Have they collaborated before? Maybe.
I don't know.
What the fuck was that? Ah! Fucking chicken. This sounds pleasant. Reminds me of something from like the 90s or 80s. That was interesting. It almost sounded like it was like that could have been a B-side off of Renaissance because it was so Beyonce, like so much of it. She wasn't just a feature. It really was. She was like half of that song.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely at least half of the song was her.
Yeah.
Like if you were in the club and that shit came on, like that would be like a perfect club, club
Oh, yeah.
anthem. But it has like a chillness. This is like a late into the night club when like it's shit's starting to close down, but like you get one last good dancing.
Oh, yeah.
That type of like
Oh, yeah.
anthem. That could be the last song for the night. I think it's a good set. That could be a good closing song for the album.
Oh yeah.
Or even like a second to last track
What we got next? I know ?
with the space. That's like how I used to fucking type questions. I used to type space because I was dumb. Here we go. I know. I know.
I know.
Tell me that you still love it. Baby, and I'm drunk right now. Just how I feel
Oh,
right
this is
now.
good.
I know. I lied to you way before. I got 20 bitches sucking like bisons.
Hey.
Ooh, I feel like SZA could go so good on this one.
Oh yeah. I already hear it as soon as you said it.
You still love it. It's 5 a.m. and I'm drunk right now. Tell me, can we still fuck? I lied to you
So much
way
shit
before.
going on. You know those videos that are like all samples on this album?
Yeah.
This guy's got his work. He's got his work cut out for him.
Flipping this slide through the streets. It takes a finesse, especially in this cabaret Jeep.
Yeah, the beat's really solid. Boom, 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 boom.
Best track on the album so far. Don't at me.
Do you just like the beat, or is it just like?
I like the whole thing. I liked his verses.
Uh huh.
I like the like kind of like little chorus thing you had, the I know shit.
Yeah, that track was pretty solid. It didn't blow me away or anything, but it was just another solid track on the album to fill out space. I'm still waiting for like that song, like the one for me.
I think the one for me was I Know. But like you said, I agree with you. I think there hasn't been that standout track that you hear and you immediately know it's gonna be like on the radio for fucking years.
Yeah, let's hear it. What is this? Topeka
Twin
Twin?
bitches.
Topia.
Twin bitches.
Just hits real hard, real quick. I don't know who this is. Oh, come on, that dude's going off. Rob 49. I actually don't know who that is.
Sitting sideways with a drink while I think. Bitches get cold in the summer, keep a meat.
Yeah, we might have seen the next feature on the song, but I knowing who it is, it's gonna go crazy. Yup, he always does this thing, bro. He's so solid.
Shoulda got some lipo, she got shots, now her ass drop. Slime sitting in the cell, I bet Amazon Prime give me 2 days, I bet he drop.
He always does some dumb shit that always works. The organ is so Donda.
It's not electric, this shit gassed up. Can you catch it? She wanna lick, she dropped a pin to pound down. Aztec, when she walk, it got his own surround sound.
I think I definitely liked Rob's verse the most. I think that was like a good little intensity. I just wish that went on a little longer. You know what I mean? Because we've heard a lot of Travis on this album, and I'm not saying that like Travis vocally can't run his own album, but I feel like that he does get strengthened by his features a lot.
He does.
And something like that was like a good change of pace for a second. 21 did his thing. He always does his thing. He's so consistent in what he does.
That was definitely one of the better ones. I'd say that's probably my top 5 so far. The 21 feature wasn't anything to write home about. It wasn't anything that I was like, you know, blown away by or anything.
Oh yeah.
Rob 49 verse was fine.
What we got next?
Circus Maximus, sorry.
What does that mean?
Gluteus Maximus is next. And another fucking ad for the military. They really think that these degenerates on SoundCloud.
On SoundCloud, yeah.
Need to go to fucking military.
Casey.
Wait.
It kind of sounds like Sway Lee.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah. That's the weekend. El fin de semana. Woo! Yeah.
This reminds me of another song. A Kanye song.
Black Skinhead.
Yeah.
I just had to sit through the Idol seeing this man, so it's definitely a little more cringe right now, but he's still doing his thing.
I already have a theory on what the album's about.
I think that one was definitely the most like, it was supposed to be cinematic with those drums. Very, very epic. Very epic. I think that was Sway Lee in the beginning. You want to check?
Oh, it is Sway Lee.
Hey.
It almost kind of felt like a Muse track towards the end.
I know what you mean. Yeah, all those synths.
Those synths, in combination with the way the drums were hitting, it gave me Muse vibes.
Were you looking up if Muse did production on it?
I didn't think they did, but I wanted to see if Kanye did production on it more than
yeah.
anything, because I don't think he'd collaborate with Muse. I think that would be so random, but maybe.
Yeah, you could do that.
If they were fans of each other, I could see it. Parasail.
Like the Kirby ability.
Yep. Dude, I don't
know, bro. I feel like I might sign up.
Lock me in a room with these SoundCloud ads for a couple hours. I might eventually join the military. I should thought about it recently, not gonna lie.
Stand tall. I fall.
He's Jesus.
Oh yeah.
Get up and fall.
Yep, the third fall. We definitely haven't had too many songs on this album to chill with, you know what I mean? It's all been pretty high energy.
We gon' rock, we gon' take a slow, we gon'.
Success comes so easy for you.
I don't know who that could be.
Young Lean?
That was Young Lean in the background? That's funny.
What?
Dave Chappelle. That was Dave Chappelle in the beginning. So it was a little like interlude kind of track. I don't think Young Lean and Travis have collaborated before. That's fun. That's fun. So the next track is 6 minutes. I need to get up and walk for this.
I'm sweating. It's hot as shit, guys. It is almost August at this point.
What do you think? Okay, let's get some predictions on SKITZO, because SKITZO could be either like a more I know Stop Trying to Be God was like 5 minutes, and that was very much like you let it ride for a bit. But Schizo, that sounds like some shit's gonna go down. But I don't know. What do you think?
I have no idea. I feel like the craziest feature of the album is gonna be on this track. Is my prediction.
I feel like we might actually get a little darker. It might be. It might not be as crazy as we think. But let's see. I want it to be more on your end. Classic noises.
The cowbell. It's pretty funny sounding so far.
Night when they really can't see me. I ran it back last time, but it ain't mine.
Kick's gonna kick in soon.
Hold on, before I hit the door, she dropped them at the clothes off. I just told you I'ma be right back as long as do that dip. Can't see.
I really like this one so far.
I like his flow, yeah.
Bling, bling, I get a rush every time I see some dimes.
Young Thug.
Hey, that like me and this Rolls Royce, big old truck, I'm in. Without going deep, Shakespeare took the squad out the play right here. Got the vision.
Whoa, what is happening here?
Hair long, not no extensions. Money long, shit is extended. She need me now, she need me appended. Stick to the code, binary like eyes and nose. She gon' let me beat that body up like we beefing. Better yet, she vegan. Brody keep a stainless, there still ain't no chrome, huh? I cut some off, I have to better myself.
Whoa, what are we doing here? This is like the third time the beat has changed. I still think that one was good, but I think I had expectations a little too high. I like that we had like kind of 3 different mini songs in there. They didn't sound like too different from each other, but they sounded like different enough. And you just kind of went off for like a good while. The Thug verse sounded almost like you forgot about it by the end of the song, if that makes sense. Which wasn't like, I don't think it was too bad. I think he still did his thing on it, but like by the end of the song, you definitely were like, oh, that was the same song that we were listening to. It kind of sounded like this is like 2 songs in one, as in like the distance from one another. It didn't feel like too connected from the beginning to the end, which is fine. It just like, it didn't feel like too cohesive, if that makes sense.
I thought the Young Thug feature was the weakest point of the track. Don't have much more to say than that. I basically fully agree with you on everything.
Next, we got Lost Forever.
More like Leaked Forever, it says in the comments.
Oh, this is a leak song?
How we here trapped on the ocean, about to go, baby girl, think she
Cool little sample.
Hey, yo, whip the cocaine to the pop.
This is Conway, I think? Oh, it's West Side Gun. Fuck! I always get them confused. He's doing his thing. It sounds good. I don't think I've actually heard this before. You have, you said, right?
Yeah.
Oh boy. That's a song?
Yeah.
It ends like that?
Yeah.
That one was not that bad. I think the West Side Gun feature was the highlight. I think just hearing another voice like be able to go off definitely like keeps the stamina up on the album, if that makes sense. What'd you think about it?
Wasn't anything crazy.
I haven't heard that song leaked before, but it sounds like it's something that's been leaked for a long time.
Yeah. All the chickens in the coop bar, I just remember that for some reason.
What we got next?
Love. How?
So weird.
How much is the U.S. military fucking paying for SoundCloud ads, dude?
This sounds like Renaissance too.
I get it, love me long time.
Huh?
Y'all feel like that?
It sounds like Kanye again. I like this instrumental. Very, very industrial. What the fuck?
That's up Curry just snaps in.
Come and kick back with us.
Weird.
We grew up in the back of us. Come take a ride with the real, it's the last of us. But now it's time. Maybe now it's time.
Like a chorus in the background.
This is a good one. This is one of the best ones for sure. Kesha feature.
Kesha feature.
It's really Kesha this part.
This sounds like Kesha.
Yeah.
Is this Cudi? I think it's Cudi. He sounds good on this. He sounds good on it. I mean, it makes sense. Cudi. I mean, Travis loves Cudi. That's half his name. Is Scott. Because you know Kid Cudi's name is Scott.
Oh yeah, that's the inspiration for the name, right?
Mm-hmm.
My mom was right. She guessed that Cudi would be on this. I don't even listen to rap.
Good for her.
I gotta tell her, that's actually hilarious. She guessed better than me. I don't even know if I guessed any of the right features yet.
I think you got
one of them, I guess.
I think I am still a little like waiting a little for Travis to like do something a little different vocally, because sometimes I do think he kind of is repetitive vocally, and I think him having features on songs helps like take attention away from what he might be lacking vocally, like that kind of variety. He's still doing his thing, but I think I do want like some more features here and there, and I think we're spoiled for him for features because Astroworld had so many.
Love is probably my second or maybe favorite.
Okay, so the next track was K-Poop or K-Pop. It was released a couple days before. I haven't listened to it yet. This part's pretty good. I like the little, I don't even know, there's a little guitar in the background. Some strings are being plucked. What? He said, love when she calls me Poppy, but she's Korean. What?
I'm not gonna lie to you, I listened to it like 3 times before this, and I didn't even remember that it sounded like that.
I don't know, it doesn't sound like it really fit on this album too much.
It's a little too happy for the general vibe of the album, which is definitely a more darker, more introspective tone of the album, I think.
Predictions for the last couple.
I think I actually have no idea, honestly.
I have no idea either.
Considering that it's kind of gone slightly brighter towards the end, my idea of it being dark and transitioning to a more lighter state is maybe accurate.
Telekinesis.
Another 6 minute.
Another 6 minute. Ah! Future.
I can see the future. You know the future of the bounce.
Sounds like a hopeful track.
Yeah, it does.
I can see the future. Robert Wolf is talking, see through, yeah. You know the future of the bounce. My money to my skin, peel. Either get to money or you gossip.
My favorite verse on the album.
This?
Yeah.
I gotta be my friend. All because my fame, bitch said she ashamed to love me in public, rather go privately.
He gave him 2 verses like this. That's crazy.
I can see.
You knew it! Right at the end. She came in like an angel.
Niggas playing my demise. I got murder on my mind. I got money on the line. I can't lose.
I mean, it's so easy to like this song with her on it. It sounds so good.
I did some shit in Berlin. My moldy. We both think shit in.
Damn, yeah, that was really good that they had her on that.
Violins coming in right here too, I think.
That BBL got volume.
Woo! Sounds nice. Sounds expensive. Yeah, that one was good.
That was real good. I have sort of like a sadistic babysitter like crush on SZA, like imagining her as like a sadistic babysitter, with the BBL and all. I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know what she looked like, and I think girls that have beautiful voices are automatically hotter, and then seeing that she's already really hot kind of broke my brain, and now I'm kind of obsessed with SZA, so very happy to hear her on this, and she did exactly what she needed to do.
Oh, she did great. It sounded like it was, I mean, I picked up her verse the most, but it sounded like she was very much like, it was a song about loss and like longing for someone you haven't had. I need to see if like that's kind of what the other two were going on about, because it makes sense. Is Travis talking about his baby mama? He's talking about Kylie? I don't know what he's talking about, bro, but she did her thing on that song. Let's go. The final track. Is this James Blake? Is that the future? Boom. Metro Boomin? Is it just a Metro beat? Or is there someone else? Woo! Woo! Woo!
My mama always told me.
Oh, 21 again? We haven't even heard. Oh, now we've heard Travis. I was gonna say we haven't even heard him yet.
This one's really good so far.
We haven't heard him have a verse yet. Oh, we still got 2 minutes. Okay.
You know the love was X-rated. Can't keep no bitches, it's too dangerous. A big X-rated. Entertainment going brainless, like going dumb on my hiatus. Even if she had the show, so she never let her in. Always knew she always on one hit.
It's ending a little darker than I thought. Like it almost almost sounds like it's ending like cynical. Organs. It's so Donda inspired. Damn, that's how it ends? Weird. I kind of like it. It ends very like unsatisfied.
Best production.
It did have some good production on it.
Best production on the album, I think.
Weird that they put 21 in there. I mean, he probably just had 2 good verses and they're like, fuck it. Normally Travis likes to end an album just with it being himself.
Yeah, I was thinking that would be the case, but
I don't mind that it wasn't like that. It felt very like unsatisfied and cynical.
Yeah.
Which is interesting because you're right, it did get a little more hopeful to the end.
yeah, the SZA ending would have been perfect, low key, for the last track.
Oh yeah.
And then one of the earlier ones I mentioned would sound like an outro
Beyonce.
track. Yeah, the Beyonce and SZA ones felt more like outro tracks than that one did, but definitely did still feel like an outro track.
I liked it. I liked it a good amount.
I have a theory on what the overall theme of the album's about. Utopia as a concept is sort of like an unrealistic, inachievable goal for most individuals, I think. But I feel like what Travis is almost trying to suggest is that the journey to utopia is a long one, and you're not guaranteed to make it there, but you gotta at least try. And I feel like throughout the album, we kind of like, we're taking steps towards this utopia, which I don't think we ever actually reached in the album. I think it's more of the idea of trying to reach the utopia. And I think ultimately coming to terms with the fact that you aren't in a sort of utopia gives yourself sort of the clarity and the breath of fresh air to exist in a utopia type of existence. So like, I don't know, like I said earlier, perspective is everything in life. Perspective is literally reality, and reality is all you really have. So I think Travis is sort of suggesting that utopia is a concept, but it is reachable if you play your cards right. The cover is literally him like falling through the void.
Yeah.
So this album does kind of have that vibe. It kind of does feel like you're slipping to a certain extent.
Yeah.
And it kind of feels like a battle and like kind of like you're trying to get somewhere. Very cool, Travis. Keep it up. Proud of you.